Hey, howdy. Do I even want to bring up how long it's been since the last time I did this? It's been a minute, huh? Um, so, yeah, it's been a while. And last time we did this, you might notice I'm not at Liberté right now. I got my ass beat by Leviathan, and I did a little bit of digging online. I kind of like poked around because I was like, this is not acceptable. Not only did I get rolled, I got like properly demolished. Like I could do barely anything against the boss. I think it's time we change that. So the main focus of today is going to be to get a whole bunch of elemental weapons, and then also to upgrade a bunch of stuff. And you might wonder, where am I getting the funding for this? Oh boy. Let me try and enhance one of my crowns real quick. I have been busy. Now, let me come clean. This is mostly from cheese. This is not actually from manually grinding. This is from the adult equivalent of me, leaving my DS with like the holding down specific buttons and leaving my DS on overnight. Same logic, except instead I'm just like selecting a spot on the screen and then holding the Windows key so that it just keeps going, and then leaving that on overnight. And then turning on, I think there's a fast mode in Melon DS, I forget how you engage it, but I just had that going all night. Like a couple months ago, I'm gonna be real. It's been a while. But we're here, we're back, and this is a build that I found online that is a semi-foolproof build for farming gems. The only thing that I'm missing is that the Wayfarers... No, it's not the Wayfarers, rather. I believe it is the... I believe it's... No, yeah, it is the Wayfarers. I am remembering that correctly. The merchants both get an opportunity to steal, and then the Wayfarers will both be able to move with higher priority because of the Hermes sandals, which always let them move first, and then because of the way that AP works, one of them will always be able to cast Runaway and Runaway Guaranteed. Thank you for the update, Java. The other thing is now I have a lot of multiplayer points, because fun fact, the way that multiplayer points work in this game is that it is literally just time spent in battle, and that time is multiplied while you're connected through IR connectivity, but this is an emulator, so there is no IR connectivity. So, what's the plan from here? I am kind of tempted to get some of the buku overpowered multiplayer items. I'm gonna restrain myself from doing that because it kind of takes the fun out of it to just get all of the mad overpowered stuff. But what I will do... Oh god, 1,000! Right, I forgot about this. We're slowly getting more lore about Urbeth and what the town used to be like. Because remember, this is still the past. We still don't have full context for what Urbeth was like back then. Let me actually let me Google something real quick. Because our first quarry, no matter what we do, is... we gotta fight Leviathan, and I need to remember what he's weak to. Now, I should probably check the game facts guide. There you are. And now I just need to do... guide and walkthrough, do Control F on Leviathan... Fire element. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. So, everyone gets harps. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to toss everything in storage and sell some gems so that we can do this. I can just get more. Like, the only gems that I'm gonna have trouble getting are amethysts, which I can sell a few just because they sell for a lot. Diamonds you physically cannot get from doing this runaway cheese. You have to get them from demon bosses, which is a little bit of a problem. The amethysts, not amethysts, excuse me, the, whatever these are, the aquamarines are also, they're rare, but you can get them. I think the drops also depend on where you're farming. I believe Indivia has a higher chance of dropping aquamarines. But let's give everyone a burning heart and just like stash all 4 of these in storage. And let's see. I need to go to the armor shop because I need armor. In particular, I need water shields. I forget exactly because I don't think any of... How many of them actually have the ice shields equipped right now? Aerith does... Aerith. Mary does. I don't know why I said Aerith. Brad does. Wayne does. Probably, yeah. And I assume Aya does? Aya does. Okay. And I'm not going to bother equipping everything until I have everything, because it'll just make things go by smoother. But is there anything else I can buy in here besides the shields? That's just equipment. I see. I thought I had pretty decent equipment here. Let me see what we're working with. Yeah, you had the hero armor. Hero armor's really good. Monk robe, the black... I still have the black robe +3 if I really need to swap something. The fighter gi... that seems decent, right? I think that's fine. It's low magic defense, but I don't recall magic defense being super now. 2 of them... Let's just roll with the paladin armor. That probably seems best. And then I need to head to the ring shop. Surely there must be something that blocks instant death, or at least like helps you resist it, because that was the other issue that was coming up. Was after a certain point, I kind of just have to play ping pong with the boss and repeatedly buy. Oh, they're dead. I just have to repeatedly revive characters because they keep falling because of instant death. Confusion, blindness. No, okay. Black ring, giant's ring, power ring. Okay. Now, let's head back to the storage, and then we can assemble our build, and then we can go from there. Alright. I forgot, I deposited all of my tomes because I was getting frustrated. So what all do we have here? Spring Gauntlet isn't super useful. Confused Cape, Soil Cape. If I had a Spring Cape, this would go way easier, but that's neither here nor there. I do have the Hunter's Horn, though. That is nice. Death. I do love that wording so much. Take a foe's life. Snuff them out. Fyra is probably... I need Fyra. Let's give it to Wayne. And then Thundara, Banishaga... Ethers I'm gonna keep. Ethers are really, really useful, and they're also they're non-renewable, so I'm gonna hold on to them until I have to sell. But I guess let's start suiting up. Currently has Hermes sandals. Right, okay, so I do have Hermes sandals equipped on these guys. It was the merchants. Music score I could probably just put in storage, right? Like, it's not that helpful. It's just there for the musician class. And you don't need to have it on you. Turtle shell. I still do adore this game's, the way that this game does things. I love the job system so much. I just wish it was a little bit more balanced, but, you know. I suppose if ever there was a thing that I would want to work on, it would be something like this. Like, cool RPG that I played as a kid that is really, really interesting, but also flawed in ways that I can fix. Like, that's kind of perfect. Wayne, I want him to wear Black Mage, and then we can roll with Magic Mojo, raise fire. Maybe I also stick in regular fire? I'm actually not sure about that yet. Bard seems to be really good when I did use it, and you get extra out of harps. So that could be very nice. Because it's not a small buff, it's a very significant boost. It's like a 30% damage boost or something crazy like that. And also, we learned our lesson last time, we are not doing the funny Beastmaster build for this. I had fun with it, but unfortunately, when a character gets downed, they lose all of their stat boosts because they're not a beast anymore. So we're not doing that again. We're not doing that a second time. That was catastrophic last time. I say, let's do hero. And now comes the fun part. This is where I get to splurge and upgrade all my crowns. I do wish you could do that. I do wish you didn't have to drag these. But this is where things are going to get a lot more fun, because now I'll actually have abilities, and I'm pretty sure this increases your stats a little bit as well. Finale. You know what? Let's splurge. Let's just go all the way up to Finale. I was always under the impression that these, like, lower level gems were rarer as you got into this section of the game. Apparently I was just wrong as a kid. They're not rarer. And one of my actually really rare, Okay, so, Reckless, Blade Blitz, Wrath, Finale, Cura. Do I have... I don't have Raise, okay. And now Wayne, these are really fun spells. It's Mirror. Mirror is actually incredible, and I can't wait to use it in later fights. And then Magic Might, I believe, is the last one, and it's just a nuke. There we are, Magic Might. Okay, that's the remainder of my Aquamarines. I'm gonna hold off in case I need it for one of the lower level upgrades. What we got for Bard? That's fine. Fugue seems incredible because it's just a turn skip. You just get it's just take an extra turn. If it works consistently, that's amazing. And then let's roll with some of these. Like, if I have to choose between maxing Black Mage and maxing White Mage, since we're only fighting one thing, I'm probably gonna stick with maxing White Mage, because it's Hide, and then it was something really good, yeah. Miracle. Give your allies a big HP boost and cure all of their ailments. And you also might be wondering, why are you burning all of these on your crowns when you can also upgrade your equipment? Well, this is where this is the fun part, because I actually don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about running out of specific gem types because of a little oversight. So let me max out Wayne, and then I'll show you what I mean. Because I just need to exactly 7. I could not have planned that better, even if I had planned it. So, the other main use for gems, is upgrading equipment. And you might be wondering, well, now I have no aquamarines. How am I going to upgrade my equipment? Well, here's the funny thing. If you close out of the weapon menu, it randomizes the weapons, the gems that are needed for upgrading a weapon to the next level. So you can just cheese it. So let's just pick... let me start with your harp. Like, this set is completely randomized. And if ever there's a point where it's something that I can't do, I can just re-roll it. And I think it's gradually going to get harder to upgrade this. I think. It might stay the same. I also don't remember what the max level is on this. It might be level 10, might be uncapped, I'm not sure. But it's time for some payback. I'm just gonna go up to level 5, to Burning Heart +5 on each of these. Because, damn it, if there's one thing you don't do, you do not embarrass me when I'm playing an RPG. I will find a way to get my revenge. I sound melodramatic, and that's because I am. I'm still mad about that. I seek vengeance. This is gonna take a while, admittedly. But the good news is, if I ever run low on gems, I can just stop here and go try Leviathan with the stuff that I have, and then just go and farm off camera. I never have to worry about being weak again. I just have to put in a little bit of elbow grease. And this is... Admittedly, this is an aspect of RPGs that is not aged particularly well. This aspect of, oh, you're underleveled, the fight is unbalanced, just go and grind. It's an aspect that I kind of wish... I'm kind of glad that a lot of RPGs have stopped doing this, because it's not a very elegant system. Especially because video games are increasingly being made with the knowledge that not everyone has hundreds of hours to spare to play them. So you end up with a lot of stuff like, you know, lots of... Okay, it's at +6. I can just go to +6. You end up with a bunch of, like, commodities and accessibility features that were not present in these original games because they know that they're not, like... They're not designed to be super sweaty anymore. They're designed to be at least somewhat accessible. And the people who want to be super gung-ho about specific ways to play the game can still play the game that way. But for everyone else, the game is now actually accessible. And you don't have to spend an hour and a half doing, well, exactly this because you're frustrated and you want to steamroll a boss. That's why I kind of prefer RPGs like Lisa, where there's a fixed amount of fights, but the game is balanced pretty aggressively around how few fights there are. Like, you can technically grind in Lisa. I don't mean to say that you should, because frankly I feel like you shouldn't. It's a waste of time. And it also kind of goes against the the balance of the game in general. But it is technically an option if you really want to circumvent the game. Also, I just went on that spiel about how I don't have to worry about using specific types of gems, and then I've just now realized that I don't think there are any types of gems from the bottom row in here. I think it is specifically topazes, rubies, amethysts, and emeralds, and that's it. Which, you know, whatever. I'm slowly running low on resources, though, so I'm... kinda sketched out about that. I hope I am able to make it across the finish line here. And again, I wish there was a way to do this where I didn't have to use the touchscreen. I guess I could technically use like an auto-clicker. Surely there's some way to automate it. Level 5, and then just on the off chance that I run out of gems, I'm just gonna immediately go to upgrading Aya's stuff. Because Aya doesn't necessarily need the harp as much, so I'm gonna immediately start on the armor, and then if I have spares, I can use the spares to upgrade the harp. My brain is slowly turning into sludge. I don't know if you've noticed. I still have not had lunch today. And I'm having to, like, hunch over a little bit to look at the screen, because it is still a very small DS screen. Yeah, Hero Armor 5. Let's use the rest to bring this up to level 5. And if I can, I can't. Looks like I'm just, like, I just barely made it across the finish line. Okay, awesome. So now let's sleep in the inn, and then get suited up with the rest of the abilities, and then we ball, I guess. That went way better than I was expecting. I was kind of fearing that I would run out of gems. The back half of the party is a little live, but I feel like it'll be fine. I also have no idea if this boss is immune to Fugue or not. I'm going to assume that it isn't. And if it is common RPG L, I can just suck it up. Okay. So, let's start suiting up these abilities as well. I want Raise, and I also want... Actually, I think I do take Magic Might, because Magic Might is absurdly strong. Let's see. I think I get rid of Cure, pick Fyra instead. Okay, so it's Diddy, Motet, Aria, Fugue, Cure, Raise. And then for you, it is Health Giver, Life Giver. Do I use Hide? I don't know if I do. Miracle I'm definitely doing. Cura, Raise. Like Cure... Yeah, Cure, Cura, Raise. Alright. Preamble's done. Now, destiny awaits, I guess. let's use the Dragon Heart. And I have no idea if this is actually how you're supposed to do this, or if, hang on, which button is world map? There you are. I have no idea what the order is for these bosses. I completely forget. I think there technically is an order, and I have just not been acknowledging it. I think I need to wait until daytime, don't I? I guess I can test this against some mobs while I wait for morning. Oh, hello, auto mode. These guys are tanky. So, the funny thing about Hero, by the way, is that Blade Blitz is absurdly strong. I kind of want to save AP on everyone. Yeah, Blade Blitz is really good. I still am gonna need backup from the others, and that's where Magic Might comes in. Magic Might is also absurdly good. Because... Hang on, Cure... Hey, watch this! I probably should have been upgrading fire, like, swords or something for Hero, because it seems like it's not doing as much damage as I would like. But it's still something. I can still... is it Wrath? There's an ability that's just a big magic nuke that Hero can use that I kind of want to do. And right, I forgot. There's no day-night cycle because it's the end of the world, etc. I don't have to wait for morning, because morning will never come. I just have to go and do this anyway. Alright. It's whale time, baby. Time for whale 2, time for Leviathan 2. I'm excited for this. I believe it is up here. There you are. It's been ages. I still forget what a lot of the abilities even do at this point. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, this was the right decision. Great, thanks. Turn 1, huh? That's how it's gonna be. Okay. Let's keep Mary's stuff boosted just in case. Don't you dare kill Wayne when he's this boosted. I'll cry. Yeah, right, Arya is the general all stats boost. Yes, yes, now that is the damage I've been looking for. I kind of want to show off Finale. It's probably not going to be very good, but it's such a cool ability. Like, I am fine with just doing something because it's cool. Alright, boys. Get 'em! Not that bad, actually. I was expecting it to do next to nothing. I think we fire off a Magic Mite just to see how much it does. Fyra did, like, 800, give or take? So raw, I wonder how much a raw Magic Mite will do. And I also want to try Fugue. Does Fugue just let you skip their turn? Wow, okay, that does way more. And then Fugue! Freeze! That seems really good. I'm so much stronger than I was. This is great. Okay. Gonna fire off a cheap cure. Okay, Wrath did way less. That was a really good roll then. Motad isn't really needed. I feel like Arya... I feel like I gotta boost and then do another one of those. Gotta hit him with one of these. And again, I adore this boss's design. I adore the design of all of the bosses in this game. They all look so dope. Okay, I'm gonna charge up a big fuck you blast and just do a huge Magic Mite, and there is a chance that just ends the fight outright. Alright, 1, 2, 3. We're still winning the lottery. Only one person has gone down. Spell Focus. Boost up for another Fugue for more free turns. And then I guess we make him explode. I cast Spell of Explode. What? 3? His stats must go up each iteration. That did like 800 before, and now it did 350. That absolutely must. His stats must be going up. I was about to make the joke, I cast Spell of Explode Your Balls, but that did almost nothing in comparison. Alright, we got 4 heads. Oh, oops. Oh, damn it. It is absurdly funny to me that this boss can cast water, and it's literally just water. Like, it doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna wait on that. Fire, I'll just do a raise, it's fine. I know it's a waste. But, like, it's just water. Oh, you know what it was? Magic Mite isn't affected by any of the spell boosts. I just noticed. That's why it wasn't doing anything. Not on my watch. Though I'm gonna have to get used to dealing with things that sap your AP like this. Watch this space. So there are some bosses later on that like to do that a lot. You'll see what I mean when we get there. This boss still packs a punch. I was kind of expecting this to be easier, given, you know, my absurd build right now. Fugue, and then raise. Yes, please cast water more. Also, please don't knock down Mary. Please and thank you. Oh, I'm just gonna do a party-wide boost. And then charge up for a finale. Start stacking boosts for that. Fugue again. I kind of want to do a miracle just to see how this looks. Whoa! That's awesome. I actually haven't seen that animation before. That was really neat. Skips your next turn. Okay, Magic Mojo's proc, Spell Focus. Oh! There's our man! Hell yeah. Now it's time to knock him out of the sky. He looks so cool. I love this boss's design so much. Whoa, Thundaga. I believe Miracle... Ooh, that sucks. I believe Miracle can also cure ailments, so that'll be helpful if he starts paralyzing people. I almost said paralyzing. What am I doing? Raise. Water. Okay, here's the real water spells. I knew you had him somewhere. The Final Fantasy prefixes will never not be funny to me. Water, like fire, firega. That is that shit's so goofy. Oh, he's real tanky against physical attacks. Charge. Okay, right. This is a big, ridiculous, water spell, which means I should be able to reflect it with a mirror. But I'm gonna set up a health giver just in case I need to do a mass raise. Okay, actually, hang on. I'm forgetting the back button. Forgetting the controls. Okay. I am going to... I don't have to boost with everyone because, right. Don't need to boost with everyone because he's already skipping his next turn. I feel like I play it defensive, and I, like, throw out a raise, cheeky Magic Mojo, boost. Oh wow, I did not realize Mirror worked that way. Cool. actually surprising. I forgot it worked that way. Okay. Boost. Oh! Okay, cool. And water spells just heal him. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Mirror, can you stop? I did not think this through. And I have I have like a damage deficit against this boss because I keep fucking healing it. Okay, now we can actually play the game again. Okay, that pause makes me think that he's about to do a charge. I'm gonna start doing my normal shenanigans again. Because like, the longer I can stall, the more I can just invalidate his abilities. Yeah, he's charging again. Okay, that's a good way to see the indicator. And then spell focus, boost, bring in a life giver, health giver, excuse me. Okay, so he just gets a metric ton of... I see. He gets a metric ton of defense while he's charging. I suppose that makes sense. But, like, I gotta... Like, the design of this boss is unbelievably cool. Like, he looks like a floating city. It makes me kind of sad that they never elaborate on this aspect, that he just looks like a floating city. And maybe they do elaborate on it and I just never found the, like, scant piece of dialogue that talks about it, but he looks so cool. Okay, here comes a charge turn. I do still need to charge shit up on my end. But mirror seems to be out of the question, unfortunately. Man, this fight takes a while. This is the kind of game where, like, This is the kind of game where if I had found it and not played it as a kid, I would be saying to myself, imagine being a kid and playing this. Because it's a hard game. It is genuinely a very hard game. It respects the player's skills and abilities and time, and by that I mean it is really punishing. and assumes that you kinda already know how to play a Final Fantasy game. This is a Final Fantasy game for people who have already played Final Fantasy. Okay, here comes a charge turn. Gonna get off a cheeky Fire. Actually, I do Magic Mojo, and then next turn I can Fire when he starts charging. Nice. I adore this music, by the way. Like, this is up there with some of my all-time favorite video game music. Most of the music in this game kind of falls into that camp, because it's simply good. It's just a good soundtrack. Does Miracle raise fallen allies? It's actually a good way to check. It doesn't. Okay, that's good to know. It does cure that paralysis, though, which is nice. Okay, here comes charge. Let me actually forego charging up spells so that I can raise Aya. We might actually get to see this ability. Depending. I'm pretty sure I can build damage in time. Scary. Okay, we broke it. Now that I think about it, there are several bosses that have this exact mechanic, because there's... The one for Urbeth actually has a very similar gimmick. Okay, multiple paralysis. This is kind of bad. Because paralysis doesn't just go away. You need to manually cure it. So depending on the way this turn goes, this could get dicey. Okay. Here comes a charge turn. Boost. If I toss out a Magic Mite, that'll probably be enough to break it on the spot, right? Okay, get rid of the paralysis. Kill. I was thinking to myself, like, I probably should have packed better spells, but, like, there kind of aren't better spells. I'm slowly realizing that, like, Fyra is the strongest fire spell that isn't multi-target, I believe. Let's get him, boys. Interesting. So that turn where he pauses is the turn where he gets that big defense boost. It's not when he actually starts casting charge. I didn't know that. As messed up as it is, I feel like the fight has gone faster because I keep spamming Fugue. I think it is genuinely making things progress faster because he has less time to attack. Yes! We have conquered the floating city. O heroes of light! You resurrected mighty Cetus and defeated the demon Leviathan. Yet throughout the world, darkness still grips men's souls. But you have the power to drive it back and bring forth the light. To thee I grant this gift of light, upon thy head, a crown of might. I love how they give... God, are you not going to give any elaboration on what the deal was with Cetus and Leviathan? No? Okay, never mind. Go forth with courage, heroes of light. Go forth. We did it! And I was about to say now we have access to Cetus. We can already fly. It's not that big of a deal, but it is cool. Though the one neat thing is, I believe... Yeah. The one thing that's really neat about this is that Liberté is now mobile. This part of Liberté can now permanently undock. It's like, can you really... It's a Ship of Theseus situation. It's a Whale of Theseus situation. Can you really call yourself Liberté if it was revealed that half of your town was a giant whale, and the whale is no longer attached to the rest of the town? Can you still call it that? I don't know. So many questions, so few answers. But I'm gonna call it here. That was almost an hour, and I still gotta go get lunch. I'm gonna go get some Publix. Gonna go get some pub subs. I'm hungry. But yeah, that was fun. We made a lot of progress. Finally, may I add. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I wonder if it shows anything. Doesn't it show like a star? Whale! Yes, perfect. That's all I got for now. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.